Imagine you have an idea that could change the world. You feel it in your bones. It's something people need, something the market's never seen. But here's the hard truth. Building the full product before testing your idea is one of the riskiest moves you can make. That's where the concept of a minimum viable product, or MVP, comes in. An MVP is the simplest version of your product that still delivers value to your users. It's not a rough draft or a prototype, but a functioning tool that solves a real problem for real people, just without all the bells and whistles. The MVP approach helps you validate assumptions, save time and money, and most importantly, learn. Because at the early stage of any product, learning what works and what doesn't is far more valuable than launching something perfect. Think of iconic companies like Dropbox or Airbnb. Their first versions were incredibly simple. Dropbox began with a short video explaining their product. That video went viral and confirmed the market demand before a line of code was scaled. Airbnb? They started by renting out an air mattress in their own apartment to test if strangers would actually pay to stay in someone else's home. Both companies understood one thing. Don't invest years into something people may not want. Instead, build just enough to find out. Why does this matter? Because the road to innovation is paved with failed ideas. Not due to poor execution, but because those ideas didn't solve a real problem or meet a real need. The MVP helps reduce that risk. It allows creators to test their core assumptions about the product, market, and user behavior before going all in. And it offers a structured way to learn, pivot, or improve. More than just a product strategy, the MVP is a mindset. It forces you to focus. Instead of chasing perfection, you chase validation. You're not trying to impress, you're trying to understand. Every feature you leave out brings you closer to clarity. Every bit of feedback teaches you something new. The MVP transforms product building from a guessing game into a learning process. This approach is not just for startups. Enterprises use it to test internal tools, new features, or even marketing strategies. Nonprofits use MVPs to test program ideas before full rollouts. No matter the industry, the MVP methodology brings speed, efficiency, and focus to the process of creating value. At its core, building an MVP means listening. It means being humble enough to know you don't have all the answers, and brave enough to put your idea into the world, even in its rawest form. That kind of clarity only comes from action, and the MVP is your blueprint for taking smart, strategic steps. So whether you're a first-time founder, a product lead, or someone with an itch to create, understanding what an MVP is and why it matters could be the most important lesson you'll learn on your journey. Because great products aren't born fully formed. They evolve, they adapt, and it all starts with a minimum viable product.